points.
Well, I rolled in the last session. Macho rolled last session. So, Tyre, do you want to roll for this session?
I will do just that. Let me. So you're gonna probably hear my clicky clacks in the recording.
I do like me some clickety clacks.
It's the only downside of having a mechanical. Alright, so when you say initiative, just 3d6?
No. Narrative points.
Oh, narrative points, okay.
Just a singular d6.
4.
4. Okay, then that's what we're starting with. So, let me talk prep. Okay, are we recording?
We are.
Okay, good. Prep. I believe we discussed something that you'd like to start out with, as a starting scene earlier. You are currently looking down at a Xeon mechanic. It's just like a guy, black hair, not very tall, not very short. You wanted to ask him a question about something. You heard earlier that like a couple days ago, Faust was like being stared down by a Zeke mechanic. And it's just this is not the and since this is not the first time this has happened, and you're looking for info.
Okay.
So right in front of you, what do you want to ask?
And this is not necessarily that character. This is just another mechanic. Or is
Yeah,
this
just
the
a
one in
different
question?
mechanic.
Different questions. Okay. Matcher will take out a carton of cigarettes and shake 2 out. Put one in his mouth and offer one to the mechanic and say something like, "I hear that one of our pilots was having a bit of beef with one of your mechanics. Wow. I would like to try and smooth things over if possible." And like offer him a cigarette.
He takes it and lights up. He offers you a light.
I will accept.
Yeah, so you lean in. You're currently in a corner or a hallway. It's not super busy, but it's not very far from the hangar. So what do you want to know?
What's going on, essentially?
That's Anna Shermley. Uh Life Austria. Yeah, I heard some like personal relation died to a Gundam at a Boaco. He's still really pissed off about it.
That's purely will cause problems.
That's going to cause us some trouble going ahead now that we're all working together.
I don't make personnel decisions, and sir.
You can ask for decision, just an opinion.
He starts rubbing his chin. I'm not sure if you can get them to play nice, but respecting each other's boundaries, maybe you can smooth something out if you talk to her personally, or if you talk to Captain and Zach, they might be able to figure something out. I don't think any of us want this to go poorly.
Appreciate the heads up.
No worries. So I assume you leave.
Yeah, I will leave, head out of the hangar now that I have that bit of information. Now, do I know before I head out? Do I know this is the mechanic specifically? Sound like is that the chief mechanic for the Gelgoog, or is it just a tech on the team?
You didn't ask. Would you like to spend a narrative point? So you did.
Well, so yeah, because I was thinking before I leave, I should figure out what I know, and if that's like, yeah, if it's going to take a narrative point to discover this information, I'll do so because I'm trying to get kind of the lay of the land on things here. So
Okay then. So you walk back. It's like, oh, you forgot something. So
Because I just got the name. I didn't get like the rank or position of this.
yeah, so you ask the mechanic, and he says, "Oh yeah, leading crewman," which for those more familiar with army ranks, that means like a lance corporal. So like just below sergeant. Like as NCOs goes, not too terribly high up. So definitely not in charge, because like someone in charge would definitely be at least like a master chief or a chief petty officer.
Okay.
No. I've got
Okay.
too much Halo on
So
my
if you
brain.
like if you want to throw your weight around against her, you definitely could. But that might install like bad blood, so I'll leave you to weigh up your options. So
Yeah.
now that you have that piece of information, what do you want to do? You can go try to talk to Anna herself, Captain Zach, Faust. Let's try to go talk to something. There's Captain Dan Buffers, captain of the ship. There's also Rally.
Wonder if it might be worth going through. Oh shit! Because I have a terrible name for or memory for names. I keep a sheet where I write down all the NPCs, and I completely forgot that I reset my computer last time rather than save the document. What is our Xeon pilot's name again?
Max Cohen.
Oh,
Let me a let me like paste in his character description in VC text for you.
perfect. Just thinking about who I'd go through on this. Probably don't want to go up as far as like Rally or the other captain, because this is not like an official thing, and I'm just trying to figure like I hear there's a beef, and I don't want this to be a problem, but I also don't want to like
Hopefully before we have to talk to Rally.
exactly. So I'm trying to like do an end run around him before this be any sort of issue.
Okay then. So there's Max and there's also Anna herself.
Okay. I also could just give this information to Faust at this point. It's like, listen, you're going to be butting heads with this person. This is the reason why. Do with that information what you will.
Do
Based
that.
on
But out of character. Matcher and I might not realize this, but Faust doesn't seem like the person to like give a fuck.
that's true, but Matro doesn't. Well, I mean, I guess Matro's worked with Faust now for it's been 3 months now, so like how aware he is of of that difficulty, or still the prudent thing, give the heads up and then expect that to actually go nowhere. It's also an option.
Problems do make for interesting storytelling. So
It's true, and also like I'm not feigning interest in this, but this gives me a good in for an excuse to go talk to Max Cohen while I'm still trying to dig for information on the Galgoog myself. So I might just go and try and find him and use the excuse of like, hey, we're like fellow pilots. We're flying together. Here's an issue you may want to be aware of. Also, what do you think of, start rattling off things vis-a-vis the Galgoogs, especially since now we've been fighting against them. He worked on the development of them. Just an excuse to have a conversation.
okay, then.
That's just trying to like get the information through observation of the mobile suit. And meanwhile, Matro is gaslighting fucking Max, giving him information.
Absolutely.
An impressionable 18-year-old. If I didn't know any better, I'd call you a groomer.
Gaslight.
Well, just a little bit. Listen, it's for the
Gatekeep.
greater good. That's what Matra will be telling himself the entire time for
Okay.
noble purposes.
Yeah. So you go back into the hangar because no matter what, there will always be one pilot on standby inside the hangar. Because currently Max acts at this current time. In there, is who is in there? Would it Faust be in there? Halva?
Yeah, sure. Let's have Faust in there. Why not?
Yeah, I'd say Halifa's in there too.
Okay, then Faust, you are currently talking to Max Cohen about engineering stuff when Machiro walks up.
As Maxro approaches Faust and Max, you could just hear her rattling off of like rapid firing a lot of questions at Max about the specifications of the mobile suit, questioning about the extra cameras she spotted, the thinner armor. Not in a I'm trying to, and she's giving off the impression of not a I'm going to use this information for our own sake, and more of a I
It's
just really
professional.
I want to learn about this shit, man. Tell me. I need to put this in my notebook of things. But yeah, she's just asking him questions about the Gelgoog X, and yeah, maybe giving him some insights as like a test pilot herself. Maybe some advice, but in a very straightforward way.
Yep, so Max sees you, Matro, walk up, and he almost bounces on his heels. He says, hi, Lieutenant.
Oh,
Good morning.
Reading.
I was gonna say, what time of day is it? Is it morning, afternoon? I have no idea what the correct greeting is right now.
Good morning, Metro, she says.
Morning. I hate to interrupt the technical discussion, which is just a bold-faced lie, by the way. Because if Faust is succeeding in getting any information out of this, Matra would be listening in keenly. But yeah, morning. Just wanted to check with you, Ensign, and you, Junior Lieutenant, if you've resolved your issues with crewman, was it Shermley was the last name? Did I hear that right?
Anna Shermley.
Which, again, I know full well there's no issues resolved because I'm pretty sure Faust really hasn't noticed that there's an issue, if there is indeed one. And just this is more an effort to like wrong foot Cohen than actually like dig into this too much, because I'm making it apparently when I feel like I just try and be manipulative. What's the word I'm looking for here? Make it seem like there's an issue that I'm aware of, that they should have been aware of, that
I should have been aware of this issue.
yeah, should have been aware that this was an issue, and definitely it should be solved. And the fact that this is probably the first time that Cohen's heard of it and the first time Faust has cared to hear of it is like unimportant.
Max's brow furrows in displeasure. What problem?
Faust is gonna perk up here. I assume by crewman Shirley you mean the mechanic who's constantly glaring at me from across the hangar. She kind of motions to what I assume is Shirley doing just that before turning
exactly.
back to Matro.
Just looking to see if any issues between our newfound cooperation could be smoothed over as quickly and quietly as possible.
Faust does not see what her problem is with Faust. Faust is simply curious as to the specifications of the mobile suit. As a test pilot, Faust is curious about aspects of mobile suit development.
Then Cohen says, I'll definitely look into this, sir. Or he genuinely looks upset about this. And as far as I'm aware, none of my flight crew was in combat at any point, so I'm not sure what problem they would have.
I believe it has more to do with the type of suit Lieutenant Faust is piloting rather than anything Faust has done themselves.
Hmm?
Something to do with
No. The Matt. It's just like an exclamation noise that Max makes.
I Faust assumes you are speaking of the negative reputation of the Gundam among Xeon individuals.
Max looks up. It is pretty terrifying.
Do you want to go, or do you want me to respond to that?
Oh, you can. If you got something you wanted to interject, I got.
Nah,
Go ahead.
Faust. If anything, Faust kind of, for a split second, you can see like a small smirk come on her face before it, gets hidden away again just as quickly. She's
Okay
very
then.
proud of her machine she's helped develop. She's very proud of the machine she's developed or helped develop.
Okay then. I'm gonna make a roll then. One moment. You may also make this roll keen awareness -3. If you would,
Awareness.
not you, Matra.
Keen awareness. That's 8 minus 3. You said
Yes.
I
'Cause
will
you're
pass.
currently.
Pass with 1 success then.
Oh yeah, because you are currently not looking at Foss when she does this. You notice.
That's a perfect in for me actually,
Yeah. You notice the smirk.
because I
Uh,
will.
Yeah, take that how you will.
I'll also smile and say, and this will be. I don't know if this is a lie so much as I'm just going to be kind of like trying to butter him up with saying the reputation of the Gundam is fierce, but it's not all that more advanced than your own Gelgoon, which, if I understand, you had a hand in creating. Basically, I'm going to try and flatter myself, like, yes, the Gundam's terrifying, but I hear what you helped build, is just as good. And basically
Yeah, let's gaslight him together.
He starts scratching the back of his neck. Aw. Really think so?
It
That's
feels
been a
so
lot
bad.
of
mean,
time.
I was nearly killed by Gelgoogs twice the other day, so you could say I have a healthy respect for their capabilities.
And Faust is gonna jump off on his, and she nods. Through Faust's observations, Faust estimates that the Gelgoog X is equal to in performance to the Gundam in similar aspects.
I'm not so sure about that. Well, for one, that
I mean, if we look at the
their
stat
weapon.
sheet, the Gelgoog X has like pretty much the same stats. So
Says
that's
the
a game
materials.
mechanic.
Oh, I'm pretty sure whatever armor or the Federation's cooked up is better than anything that we could come up with.
Hmm. Yeah, let's use this opportunity. That's why we're cooperating now, to improve both of our machines at the same time by working together.
Or at least the next generation. He looks up to the Gungu X. Yeah, with the war over, they're probably not going to mass produce it.
Hmm. You may never know.
I doubt it. Although, The Guion was supposed to go into mass production, and that never did.
Faust nods and he says, although the machine itself may not be mass produced, its qualities may be part of the next generation.
Yeah, this is really more of a testbed run. Ed. Yeah, it's a testbed machine. We're gonna see what it can do.
How?
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Oh, I was going to use this as an angle to try and dig for some more information, like by asking, like, how is the new machine compared to the old Gelgoog? Because if we're up against the SEMA fleet, we might be expecting to run into the might be expected to run into more of them. Like to know kind of what we're how do I want to phrase this? Basically, I'm trying to again dig for information on the capabilities of his suit by like framing it as though I'm asking questions about the standard line model Gelgoogs.
Okay, then I'd like you to roll me then. I think tact or keen, whatever you like, and
Okay.
deception +2.
I will go with tact and deception. Oh, I rolled a 10, so that's not ideal.
Would you like to reroll?
Kind of would like to. I feel like I'm greedy. I use a lot of our narrative points, so if it
No,
feels
this
like I'm,
is this feels like good information.
I will reroll that and hope to do better. Just one success.
One success. That's all you needed. So the question was how's the Gelgoog different from the previous models of Gelgoog, correct?
Yeah.
And he says, well, most of the production model Gelgoogs lack built-in weapons. Like he looks up to the gems, and the Federation's standard 60 millimeters. Well, the beam rifles are generally better than a beam spray gun. A lot of machines aims couldn't get them due to production issues, which means, especially now that the Rebels lack the proper production facilities, they're running with mobile suit machine guns, which are far inferior for one thing. And like take for example, when someone fires missiles at you, you can use your 60 millimeters to destroy them. On most standard Gelgoogs, you can't. There's no built-in weapon like that. Another thing is, the sturdiness of a standard Gelgoog is just pretty much based off of pure bulk. It's all steel and frame aim sturdiness. Like if you give it one good hit, probably won't go down, but you'll damage it way more if you were to give the same hit to like a gym, for example.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Then he looks back up. While on the new machines, and he points up, there's now a 20 millimeter built specifically for that, for shooting down missiles and anti-infantry work. Plus, they they changed the steel out for new materials. He specifically does not say what new materials.
Trying to remember here because how much we know. I'm assuming reading between the lines that'd be like lunar titanium, but I assume that's an out of character knowledge thing, not.
Well, it could be. It could also just be titanium, which would be better.
Okay.
You
Interesting.
do remember that you can look at the table of contents and go check out what a Gundam, like how sturdy it is.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if we were.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
feel free. You should have information that your character does not.
And also,
Okay.
you can just oust.
Yeah, for example, on an RX-78 series, its armor value is 6, and its frame value is 7. While a gym is armor 5, frame 4.
Significantly.
Yeah, so it's a lot tougher. While a Gelgoog, like a regular Gelgoog, is armor 4, frame 5.
This is kind of a ballpark to work in for that.
Yeah. So like you frep understand.
Okay.
So out of character, you know that it is not Luna Titanium.
Okay. Oh, that's good. He doesn't give any indication that he's like giving away information he's not supposed to have.
No.
I can do my best
Like,
not to like disavow him of that, because if he doesn't realize he said something he shouldn't, that's probably the best case scenario for us. I appreciate your candor, Ensign.
no problem, sir. What about the Gundam? Any new upgrades for it? Good night.
Is there a way for me to give just a glare to Faust that he's not going to notice that, like, don't say anything that's going to get yourself court-martialed?
Please don't. Please don't focus on. Please don't let your hyperfixation win.
Let the autism win.
Don't let the autism win.
Actually, wait a second. I'm gonna say, how well does Matro know Faust? We've known each other for a few months. I might literally say, ha, like laugh, clap Faust on the shoulder, and say jokingly, don't say anything to get you court-martialed. But seriously, don't fucking say anything. Court-martial being the subtext of that, because I'm going to use this as an excuse to wander off and go check on the repairs in my gym, because I remembered that I had the foot cut off the other day, and that probably needs to be put back on.
That was not the other day. That was 3 days ago.
3
It's
days.
currently the 7th, and last episode was the 4th.
But
I mean,
I will use that as my excuse to exit the conversation.
So
Yeah.
you do. What is
'Cause,
Halava currently doing?
After that entire fiasco with the Gelgoog, Halava's still probably just got done exiting the cafeteria.
Inside there, you see it's breakfast. It's busy. At the pilot's table, there's Raleigh, along with one other officer, a first lieutenant.
Okay.
That's Jamie Ballas, the guy in charge of the EFSF Marines aboard. We're in charge of ship security.
All right. He'll go get his lunch and see if he'll be able to sit with them. Though it's not by the pilot's table, he's just interested in conversation.
Oh, it is the pilot's table.
Oh, okay. I bet.
Jamie Ballas must have come over to Raleigh.
I see.
So for breakfast today, it's toast and eggs. The eggs are reheated, as is the toast. It tastes bad.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially military food.
The orange juice tastes even worse.
What is this expired?
You look dead in the face of the cook, who looks like the world is dead to them. Says no. Move along.
There's not even a lot. Thank you.
Next.
He moves to the table to see what the two of them are doing.
So, do you want to make this stealthy, or just want to enter the conversation?
He'll be stealthy at first, but then he'll enter the conversation when he feels appropriate.
Okay, then I'd like you to make a poison stealth roll +1.
All right. Poison stealth. That's a 4. 5 successes.
5 successes. So what? Did you roll a 3?
I rolled a 4, and then the threshold was 8.
Oh. Yeah, poison stealth roll. Roll poison for me.
He just
Poison?
slipped some of his eggs into their coffee.
Yep. So, you overhear Riley say, "Yeah. So, Mags, eggs. He really likes frogs, you see." And then he goes to explain how basically they were just trying to mess with this major on their airbase back in like '76, and how they just dumped a bunch of frogs in his office because they hated them. And yeah, so like Riley looks like he's having a good time with this conversation. Just like talking about old stories back when he was an airboy.
Mm-hmm. Alright. He was wondering if they were talking about anything super serious, and so he kind of just sits down. Well, what are the two of you doing here?
You see Jamie Ballas. It takes a quick look of you, and immediately closes the smile. But that's all that he does. Nothing much. Chief petty officer, just swapping old stories.
Of course. Sorry for... Lieutenant is the correct elf character.
Is a first.
First Lieutenant. Alright. No issues, First Lieutenant. Yeah, it was just, he sort of goes on, salutes, stands as straight as he can, but it's a little awkward with the table and the no gravity.
Lack of gravity. Yeah, no gravity. The no gravity problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you get to sit down now.
But yeah, what are the two of you doing here?
Eating.
Well, at the pilot's table?
He looks over to Rally. I thought I'd get to know Rally a little bit better.
Alright. Sorry for interrupting your moment, I suppose, then.
No problems, Chief.
Just been awfully quiet around the ship lately. Thought I'd get to know more of the crew.
Oh, speaking of crew, Rally says, did you make sure he brings up a box? Max gets this. It's a food box.
Oh, of course. He does an absolute.
Assume you go off to the hangar,
Mm-hmm.
where Max is currently stuck.
Yeah. You good there?
Who are you talking to?
Max.
So you get to the hangar, you find Max. You don't see Max. You see the cockpit of the Galgook open.
Alright. He just jumps on up. He probably has to actually like go on the leg and jump back again. Probably doesn't have enough inertia. Or would that be?
Okay, then. So inside, you see Max with a notepad. He's writing things down. He's looking at his consoles. I'd like you to roll engineering and keen for me. Oh, 7 failures.
I was gonna have a good laugh if like Halava, by just like wandering up the wrong time, pulls out more information on this Gelgoog than like the Gaslight team did. That would have been hilarious.
It's not if, it is. So, you look inside, you see the back of the hangar through the mobile suit cockpit.
Faust,
You
I
have
knew it. I was gonna
you
bring
have,
that up.
you are very confused right now. You have no idea how it is doing that.
If he can he like go around the back real quick? See
Yeah,
if
you
there's
can look
a
around.
No,
see if
no,
the,
look at there's a big hole in the back of the fucking Goku.
exactly. He like goes around the back. What? Wait, huh?
Bro thinks it's witchcraft.
You see Max looks up. Did you need something, Chief?
Lieutenant, I'm counting on you.
You currently have a hot meal in your hand.
Alright, sorry. Alright. He sort of like is a little dumbfounded because reminder he grew up with I imagine like 70s era like flats like not flat like rounded TVs and
Big ass CRTs.
yeah yeah CRT, that is the word, thank you. And he's like is how's it doing that? I don't see a camera on the back.
He puts a single finger up to his mouth. Trade secret.
Huh. Well, that must be brand new then. I've never seen that on a mobile suit. Mine still uses single screens.
Mobile suits of the future. The 3rd generation.
I mean, he kind of looks up and it's still like a regular Gelgoog, and he like looks back down. It doesn't look much 3rd generation to me. Is it all on the inside?
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, this thing's only a test bed anyways. Next mobile suit's gonna look way different.
Oh, you're gonna make a new one off the data of this thing, I presume. So if knocks on it.
I'll have to. Zaku's are like 5 years old. We have to make a mobile suit that's gonna last like at least 10 years.
Jesus.
A mobile suit that can last 10 years before 00989. The joke is that until the Jegan rolls out, that won't be a thing.
A mobile suit?
I don't know. The out of character, like the gym one lasted very long.
Oh yeah, but like, and then you put it next to the Jegan, and the Jegan's been there for oh my god, dude.
Anyways. Because like
Right,
all
yeah,
the gym, yeah, all the gyms are just like it's just the same thing but upgraded. Anyways, Halava,
Mm-hmm.
you were saying.
Oh, yeah. He has no idea how any of this works. He doesn't see any of the cameras on the suit itself. He doesn't understand how the 360 works. It's like it's like to him it really is like looking into somebody else's eyes, but in a mobile suit.
It's fucking magic.
It is fucking magic. Well, I'll be. And he sort of like keeps hanging on to the side of the cockpit. Is there anything else this thing can do?
Wouldn't you like to know? He smiles a little bit.
Yeah, I actually would. He smiles like no sarcasm in his voice.
Afraid I can't and just spill forth my secrets. I have to make you work for it.
Alright, well, how about this? And he pulls up the box. One secret, one meal.
think I'm supposed to get those regardless. He goes for the meal.
He like pulls it away, like ever so slightly, just out of reach.
Just so you are aware, Halva, he is an officer, and he actually is supposed to have this meal.
Okay,
He, he,
They're just battering. They're just bantering.
yeah, yeah.
You can bring that up in the court martial. In the court martial court.
Your Honor,
I
I
was
was
thinking, can you
joking.
get court-martialed for
You're-
disrespecting somebody else's
you're
military?
on-
Almost certainly, but I don't want to find out.
Your Honor, we were simply goofing around.
I'm just a silly guy.
I'm a prankster. I tell jokes. I'm the jokester, baby. He tosses it over to him. Alright, my bad.
Thanks for breakfast.
No issue. Sort of looks into the cockpit again. I think I could, ride that sometime.
Severely doubt it.
Worth a shot. And he leaves.
I have
Okay,
never
then.
wanted my own efforts to like find information game to fail so bad and want someone else's to succeed so much as like the Gaslight Brigade just fall flat on our faces from now on, and any information from now on come via Halva. It would be much better.
The gaslighter. They're fucking trying so hard to get information, but Halava's just like, whoa! I found this file on this desk that has all the information. What a find!
No, it's like his latest bauble that just blows his mind.
Snapchat fact. It's just the details of the Gogu gang.
That or it's just as simple as like asking Max, like, yeah, no one ever told him this stuff was classified, so he just doesn't know.
He
It
doesn't
was just
realize.
laying right there.
Tell that to the judge.
Your Honor, I was simply a curious guy.
Your
Oh.
Honor, I didn't know.
Your Honor, it was an oopsie.
Speaking
Anyways.
of judges, and because we were talking about this kind of before the session, whatever happened to the pirates we took? Did they end up, or the Earth Federation end up taking, being responsible for them, or was that end up being a Xeon responsibility?
So, Matro, you sit down. You have a cup of coffee. Well, it's really more of a pouch, but you can call it a cup because that's what you're supposed to call it. And you open up the ship's newspaper, and there is actually an article about what happened.
The ship has a newspaper?
Yeah, ships have newspapers. That's how that works. That's how you get news.
Okay.
Like that's
Alright.
a real thing.
Oh yeah,
It-
okay.
It's that, or it's the squadron or task force newspaper.
Okay, yeah, alright.
Like the army has its own newspaper. Like I'm not joking.
Right.
I really.
I can guess that. It's just like I was surprised because it made it sound like we have our own little newspaper
printers.
office like on the ship.
Yeah, one of the
Hey.
catapults is actually just entirely taken up with printing presses now.
Yeah, you open the door, there's like a whole fucking newspaper office. Like boss, I got a new story here.
Well, think about it like this. There are 500 people on this ship. You only need to make 100 copies.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be a very big newspaper. It's 5 pages.
Right.
Yep. So, you open it up to read the task force news. So, you hear about one of the pilots on the Barcelona making triple ace. Very exciting stuff. However, it brings up your capture and rescue of cargo as well. From the pilots captured, they have been extradited to Side 3.
My name is William Conhorn, and I am.
However, has been information. The article does mention that there's been grumblings on the Federation side because of the fact that many of them are from the SEMA fleet,
My name is William.
who you would all know are massive fucking war criminals. and they want to try some of them to be shot.
Yeah, makes sense.
The article goes to explain that because the Republic of Xeon views the remnants as zombie loyalists, the remnants are likely going to be convicted of treason, which is a high and executable crime.
Oh,
It commends you and your unit for your good work, though.
yeah, I'm sure those fucking Barcelona guys are getting all the fucking the top the ace of the three aces fucking treatment. Like,
Yes, actually, Faust,
that was,
when you look into it, it mentions that since you are new, it goes you would be aware through the newspaper that of the 5 pilots aboard the Barcelona, 4 are aces, and one of them is a quadruple ace,
so that's like
20 kills
20 kills. Yeah, and I'm let me check my sheets. I'm a double ace so far.
so far.
Ace is 5 kills, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a completely arbitrary number, but it is very hard to get 5 kills.
Yeah. It's okay, guys. You're gonna be able to paint your mobile suits someday.
I technically am able to after the last mission. Right? It's 5
Yeah,
days.
sure.
Also, there's no mention of that. Master will be slightly saddened by that because fuck, he got someone pulling triple ace on the same day. Really steals his thunder and ace once. Didn't think there'd been any opportunities for people to shoot down suits, much less have the thunder stolen on the same day.
Oh, you are when you look at it, it meant when you learned about Bark Team and their exploits, you learned that their most decorated member has gotten all of his medals because of captures, and you saved cargo, which is very good.
Huh.
You're likely going to get a medal.
Sweet. Does it say what the cargo was, by the way?
Remember, we talked about it was mostly food stock.
Oh, right, you did say that. My mistake.
Is there anything about the there's probably nothing, but that one guy that the captain was like, don't bother looking for him. He's probably gonna be dead in his space fire. I hope he's okay.
They don't mention him.
No.
You
Anyway,
will
well, not
likely
fast first.
you will likely never know what happened.
It's gonna be eating at my consciousness. Faust couldn't give two shits though.
Yeah, but Matro might.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little disappointed, but like that would have been that almost would have made needles in a haystack look like great odds. There was not much chance of finding that poor bastard. There's one thing when we were thinking about we were looking for another half of a ship, looking for a guy who was strapped to the who was just outside. Yeah. Not so likely.
In all
No,
that
I'm
Nosky interference, good luck.
he's gonna fucking come back as like somebody on if we ever infiltrate a ship or some shit, he's gonna come back as like now part of the pirates. Like I was left behind by my crew that the Federation saved, but not me.
No, he's gonna come back during the Halloween special.
Oh my god, ghosts, not
His memoirs.
the beach episode.
You can't do that. Tired hasn't seen Betty's Gum.
Really?
Okay.
No, I keep trying to get them to watch it.
Oh man, it's a delight.
Yeah, it's good, but we should probably continue.
Okay then. So, for today's mission, it is another patrol. You have been going on patrols pretty much every single day, like at least one sortie. Just looking around for trouble. Last couple of days, you haven't encountered much. However, the Kiev and the Barcelona have encountered stuff the last couple of days. So the enemy is out here somewhere. You just haven't been lucky or unlucky, depending upon how you view this.
Were everything they've encountered has it been more Seaman fleet or just other pirates at this point?
Just pirates and quote and parentheses pirates. If you catch my drift. Because there's a difference between dudes looking out for a quick buck and Xeon remnants.
Gotcha.
Oh. Privateers. Buckaroos.
Renegade.
Buccaneers.
Gorillas in space. However, the Federation refuses to acknowledge them, so they are pirates legally.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Unluckily for you, though, your patrol is around the squadron as picket duty.
Picket duty. Oh, me.
I'm presuming in the last 3 days, I've been able to get my suit repaired.
Yep, the mechanics are always really good about that.
Makes sense.
So you all go to sortie, and not a lot happens for the first 2 hours. You're just floating about.
Oh. Yeah. Faust is just gonna be keeping an eye out, not really making much small talk, and by not much I mean not at all.
Oliva, you're looking down and you're reading.
Mm-hmm.
You're reading a book. What kind of book are you reading?
His legs are crossed. Macbeth.
You liking it so far?
He has a dictionary next to him. But aside from that, yes.
That's good. You gotta do something to kill them.
I wonder if that will be thematically important.
No, I feel like it adds flavor.
Yeah, man.
Remember, this is 1970s. It's also 1940s. If you want to kill time, you read a book.
Yeah. They haven't invented the cool hollow pool yet.
Internet? What's that?
What's the internet? Even though technically, if you look at Gundam Walpurgis, it's canon, but whatever. And we're on a ship and we're in our mobile suits. I don't think there's much Wi-Fi out here, unless our gyms come with Wi-Fi in them. That'd be sick.
No, you're in the show zone. Even if they did have Wi-Fi, you'd get no signal.
Yeah, be nothing. Well, Faust herself is also going to be looking at her journal, just kind of reviewing the contents of it, which is mostly observational notes, maybe a quick glance at the eulogy that she wrote for good old the ghost of Ifish. But she's kind of this whole patrol been looking. Is the Gelgoog X with us?
Yes.
Yeah, no, she's been observing the Gelgoog X and writing down anything that kind of catches her interest. She's already written down what she got observed last time, which was the extra cameras, which she's kind of. Could I make a roll to see if she may have somehow in the 3 months gotten or know about maybe at her time at Jaburo about the Gundam Alex and all of its stuff?
Okay, then. I'd like you to roll me charm and politics.
Charm, politics. Yeah, I gotta roll a 3 or lower.
It's good. Low stakes rolls that you can't make are always good. Because you make them, that means you make them. If you don't make them, that means it's something you can improve.
They both fell in the pouch. Ugh. Okay, like, this is gonna be a whole rescue operation, but I think I rolled a 10. So that's lots of failures. So no, she doesn't know jack shit about the Alex.
Yeah, different team. Completely different.
Different team, so she's theorized. I'd say she'd probably has a general idea of what they're for. She's because she was gonna go when she wanted to talk and congratulate good old Max for his first sortie and combat fight as a fellow Smith pilot. She was gonna kind of look over her shoulder to look into the cockpit, but she's kind of has in her cockpit in her notes new cockpit design being tested on the Gilgoo.
It's just with a big, it's circled around with just like 3 question marks.
Yeah, well, it's fairly circled with a question mark or 2, not 3. Actually,
That's
no, yeah,
acceptable.
3.
Oh,
2 or
it's not.
3.
Okay, then. I'd like you all to make me an awareness, an initiative check with a -2.
Okay. And a initiative roll at a -2. God, I love my 14. My threshold is not 134.
Yana, 3d6. Good luck.
4
For what?
success.
Yeah.
All right. Let's put that number in. Okay, and I'll put that on my initiative results. All right.
Okay, let me see this for a moment. Did you make sure to have the -2?
All right, I have that -2. So that'd be. There you go. Fixed.
Tired?
Let me look. Sorry. Oh, shouldn't say that. I'm gonna reroll. Well, he didn't say what it was, so I'll count it. Oh, never mind. We're not hiding them, I guess.
Well, I need to see this. Okay, then. Faust!
Okay.
You're lazily, you're reaching for another writing implement. It's your, reservoir. No, it's your pencil. It's your pencil. Because ink doesn't work really well in space. The pens aren't great.
Mm.
You see 4 signatures on your sensors.
Uh, she lets out a small annoyed sigh. Like, all right, I'm gonna have to put that in the back of my mind. Fucking thanks, except not as aggressively. But she sighs a little annoyed sigh. Puts her pencil in the spine, as a little bookmark. She puts her small pencil, closes the book, puts it in either a compartment on her pilot suit or in the gym or the Gundam itself, and immediately goes to radio to her teams. Where are they coming from?
Above.
Okay, above.
Yeah,
All right.
camera above.
All right, so she looks up at her camera and she's gonna signal to the rest of her team that 4 hostiles incoming fast above.
Yep. You all see 4 mobile suit-sized heat signatures closing in extremely fast. Like, unusually fast.
A bit too fast.
Yes, actually.
Is it 2 times faster?
Matro,
It would be very scary.
you catch the color of purple.
Oh,
They're DOMs.
I was about to say, I'm like, oh shit, are we about to fight Seema herself already? Because Seema has a purple color to her Gilgoo.
All right. So Faust you just notified us, like just
Yes, everyone.
our flight.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
your
free
flight.
the flotillion on that, or just us?
Nah, just you guys. I mean, I don't think there's a need to tell the entire group. Oh my god, there's 4 mobile suits. Ah, pretty sure we can
They
handle
know.
that. They probably know already. I'm just saying it to you guys, so you guys know that there's guys coming at us.
Okay. With that looking, I will start boosting in the same direction as the DOMs because I'm assuming that they're going to be closing distance rapidly. So I'm going to try and keep the range open.
However, there's a problem with that.
Okay.
Your job is to defend these ships.
Hmm.
You can't leave them.
Okay, then I will. Are we like right over right in the center of the formation, or where would we be
Basically.
vis-a-vis it? Okay. There's really no way to maneuver without like pulling away from the ships.
Yep, you're essentially in the thick of your formation, so you gotta go meet them.
All right. Well, then I will start boosting towards them, and I will try and like key them in on comms. Like I try and raise the DOMs and essentially like say, attention, approaching mobile suits. You are, what's the word I'm looking for?
Illegally entering
Encroaching.
our
Yeah, you're
airspace.
illegally entering
Yeah.
airspace of EFSF and Republic of Xeon anti-piracy
Vessel.
task group. Like, halt your approach and power down your suits immediately, or you will be treated as hostile. Anticipated, they're probably going to just try and punch on through, but give them like a warning before going to line up a shot on them. If there's any response whatsoever.
Fuck you, pig.
I'm gonna spend a narrative point. You hear back on open comms someone yell out, oh, die, Federation dog.
He didn't say Fetty scum. I'm so sad.
No, that's too cheap. It takes a shot at the Gundam.
Uh-oh. With what?
It's a bazooka.
Like a
If you
regular
look at the
bazooka or a beam
yeah,
bazooka?
if you look at the UMP combat sheet, go to weapon pen. That is everyone's
Yeah.
weapon profiles. 8B is
Zero.
bazooka.
What's
8,
zero?
huh?
Oh, it's the flash. Never mind. Yeah, I think I know what the zero is.
Yeah, that's the beam scatter gun.
Ah.
You should be aware that that blinds you.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem. It is, however, short range, so you don't have to go
Okay.
look at the whip.
So, okay, this Gundam's mostly meant for long range combat.
Yeah, it takes a shot at the Gundam. What's the
Right?
Gundam gonna do?
It's gonna dodge. It's gonna
Okay,
dodge and
then.
try and do it very menacingly. So I gotta do an MS move check.
Yep, versus my fire check. You are
How the fuck did I
long.
get the same result again? What the hell? That's hilarious. Alright, I got 7 successes.
Only one.
Hell
Sad.
yeah.
So, you dodged the bazooka round. It's now your turn, boss.
Intimidation, go! So first we're gonna intimidate, so that's gonna be our wrath and intimidate.
+3, because you are always at a +3.
So I have a Gundam, that's right. Okay, so Wrath, Intimidation, which is now at a 1, +3. So I have to roll 5 or lower. Which
You could
is
also
better.
use the narrative point to give yourself an additional +2.
How many narrative points do we have?
3 out of 6.
Do you guys want me to do that?
Sure, if you want. I've already used a couple this session. I'm not gonna
Begrudge you.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure. You know what? Let's use the narrative point for +2. Oh shit. I had a +2. So wait, my threshold was
Yep, so you have your modifier of 3 plus your narrative point of +2.
5, so I needed a result of 7, and I rolled 5.
So it's 3
So
successes.
if I didn't use it, I would have met. But that's now I have 3 successes, which is better.
Yeah, so instead of applying a -1, you apply a -2.
Ooh, very intimidating. I have no idea how I managed to get that like -3 off on the when we were sinking the Prince of Garma.
It's because you're a Gundam.
Yeah,
A
that's how.
D3 and D4 both take shots at you because you are the scary, scary Gundam.
But I get to shoot first. What's their distance?
Long. They're currently at long range. All combat starts at long range.
Yep. Just wanted to double check.
Oh.
And in that case, I'm going to use my big MS cannon to shoot them.
You can't. You just used your. Oh yes, right. You haven't done it. So that's
Yeah, I
2
just
narrative
used
points. It's
I
2
used my
narrative.
skill.
Yep, 2 narrative points on my end to go immediately in combat. Okay
Are
then.
you gonna do?
I
You're gonna do
already
that?
rolled. Yeah, I already rolled.
So do I roll the evade check?
No, you already used your reaction, but you can use your action to attack back.
Right. I think I'll use my action. I'll let the shield take the damage. So I'm gonna attack my team with my big MS cannon, and I'm gonna yeah. Oof, that's not good. Roll up 6, 11, 5 failures.
Out of those 2, I only had 1 success.
Yeah, I guess the one that succeeded, I'm gonna use my shield for if I'm allowed to.
Yes,
And
you are.
I guess that would have thrown her shot off.
However, it is now Max's turn.
What do I lower my shield to?
Remember your sheet is just for what's the word?
My
Reference.
word.
Yeah, the only
My
thing. Yeah, so like on the combat sheet, I that's where I put like HP values because that's just easier for me. So we can all
I
see
have
what
no
everyone when it's
I have no
capable
more
of.
shield. I have no more shield, but that means I'm now at a nimble too.
Wait a minute, are these supposed to be? Ah, there's something wrong with this sheet. It's supposed to be a Rickdom too.
No.
Oh,
The worst thing is that takes them from something that I can splat to something I can't in one shot. Disaster.
this
However,
is a tragedy.
yeah, they are very dangerous. And they
Okay,
just got that jump on you.
all right, and I guess I should put myself at -2. I mean, nimble 2.
Yeah. You're gonna affect
All right,
your the MS name. Max takes a shot at the leader.
I'm gonna
He's
do
gonna
that instead of.
use it, and he's gonna use this once in a episode. Oh, to ignore not negative modifiers for the turn. So he's going to attempt to target the leader along with D3. Let's see if he can do it. just needs a 12. Oh. So, let's see. Sally. Moment. Check. Five. Two, then Come on.
Oh my god, I completely forgot I was at nimble 1. Is there anything we have to put on our sheet to change the... Let me check what nimble does again.
Oh, your nimble rank? It's beneath your
Yeah.
frame.
Yeah, it's beneath my frame damage. So,
Yeah.
2.
It's -4. So let's.
I don't need to change my speed. I just need to. I already have it changed on the UMP combat. So
Yep.
here's the.
So D3 takes 4 damage, and the leader takes 4 damage. Oliver, it is now your turn. So you see a Max and his fancy smancy Galgoog open up, back at D3, and the enemy leader mobile suit scoring glancing hits, even at this extreme range.
All right.
Okay, so now I count.
Oops, sorry.
You don't need Swappy. You don't need to mess with your own sheet. The only thing
I know.
that
I was just checking the rules.
Also, sorry to interrupt. I'm not seeing me on the initiative track.
where are you? B4 successes. D3. Oh, that's because I forgot.
No worries. I can just wait to the end of the initiative. I don't want to interrupt things.
There you are. There's Matro.
How damaged does the leader look?
You can see it armor and frame.
Oh, well, I know. I'm just saying, like, would Oliver know that?
It's a glancing blow, and it's a beam rifle. So
Gotcha. Oliver's going to take a look at the leader. He's gonna he's going to aim his the cannon, his mobile suit cannon, and take a full-on shot. Just straight shot.
okay then. At who?
The leader.
Okay then. You are currently at long range, and it is nimble too. So it's long range and cover.
Long range isn't an issue since I mean, he's gonna go over comms and says, "I have a shot. Should I take it?" To either Metro or Foss, just his MS team.
Hit him.
All right.
Don't hesitate.
We tried talking to these people, and they were very rude about it. So
They shot at us. They blew up my cool shield.
Actually, yeah, this would be a 3, and then just straight shot, MS Ordnance. What's so
With a cover modifier.
yeah, cover modifier. Gotcha.
Yeah, because nimble 2. Just it's a -2.
Okay. In that case, 3 successes.
3 successes on the leader.
Blow him up.
That's a solid hit. However, I'm going to spend an error point.
Ooh.
Yes, ooh, indeed. You blow off the leg of this Recthom too.
Will that lower his nimbleness? His leg's been blown
See,
off.
from the voice, it was a woman.
Ah, well, Faust has experience killing women.
Oh, fuck.
He punched one. She turned one into a stain on her Gundam's fist.
Halova, the next two who are charging you, and actually no, they're not charging. They're taking shots at the ships.
Oh, our ships.
Yes, your ships.
Yes, that's bad. Oliver is going to cover fire. Actually, he could. Which ones? D2 and D1?
It doesn't really matter. They're in a block.
Okay, he's
It's
just. Oh, sorry.
They have not separated yet.
He's going to use his reaction to cover fire using another cannon shot.
Another cannon shot. Okay, then. Make your roll.
Or is that just a straight roll since it's just covering fire?
Yeah, with a +1, actually. Ignore, like, negative modifiers like nimble, because that is a counts as cover.
2 successes.
2 successes is a -1.
Unless if Nimble added the -2, then it's 1 failure.
No, you ignore nimble, because nimble counts as cover, and suppressive fire ignores cover.
I see. Okay, then yeah, 2 successes. Yeah.
Yep.
They're engaging with bazookas, correct?
Yes.
Would it be possible to use our reaction to try and like knock down the rounds rather than try and
One has a beam bazooka.
so probably not going to work on that one.
We need to kill the beam bazooka guy.
That is D1 currently.
Okay.
Yep. So, unless Matro, you would also like to suppress a fire.
Oh yeah, I will give that a try. So
Okay, so it is a fire. You have a medium weapon and is your maximum, so you will always be bad range.
Yep.
No other modifiers and a +1. No negative modifiers and a +1.
okay, bad range.
But with bad range with a +1, because when you suppress fire, you ignore cover, and you just get a +1 because you don't need to like directly hit the thing you're firing at.
Makes sense. Rolled an 8, needed an 11, so that would be 4 success, I believe.
4 success.
Yeah.
Yep. So you fire beams and what is it? 180 millimeter shells back at them. They try to get a bead. They fire off a couple rounds at it's the Rio. You're closest to the Rio currently. Closest they get is they singe the armor. The beam singes the armor. Matro, you see Rally yell at you. He says, "Follow me," and he goes to charge.
All right.
Are you gonna?
I mean, I'm gonna follow in, but I'm not going to I'm not going to try and clash, beam saber to heat hawk or heat
Heat rod.
heat rod, because I'm going to close in. But if I get close, I'm going to once I get to like no longer at long range, I'm just going to try and peg one of these guys with the hyper bazooka. Probably try and put down aiming for Rickdom 3, I guess. If it matters.
D1 and D. It's charging at D1 and D2.
Oh, D1 and D2. Okay. Then I will go for.
Yeah,
D1.
that's the. Yeah. Okay, then make your charge.
Okay.
So Rally has D2.
Okay.
And it's gonna fire back at you.
Yeah, makes sense. We're just popping shots at each other. Because I'm gonna move up and try and fire. Because melee was a bad idea last time. I'm not really planning on doing melee properly. If I get up his grill, that's fine. But I'm just gonna try and shoot him with the bazooka.
You need 4 successes to not get hit.
So 7. That'll be 6 successes.
6 successes. You expertly evade the beam bazooka beams. You've gotten within short range. It is time to make your attack roll. You see Rally draw his beam saber.
Try and I'm gonna try to put this guy down with the bazooka because I don't see any reason to engage in melee combat. It seems like dangerous and there's downsides to it and seems foolish.
The danger goes both ways.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just check because I feel like I got this wrong last time. Initiative. Okay, point blank. Target is point blank. You get a +2.
Oh, okay.
So, but your target is nimble, which is a -2. So just make your shot.
Oh, okay. Perfect. That is a 11 threshold 12, so 2 success.
That's with a bazooka, correct?
Yes, sir. I have a bazooka, I believe.
This guy's so fucked.
You hit D1 smack in the chest.
Quick, say a cool one-liner before you pull the trigger.
You see D2 holding a piece of debris in between Rally as he's stabbing his beam saber in it, trying to push it towards him.
I'm almost suspicious of these guys. Like, they really think they're going to get through with 4 suits against 5 like this.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're exactly numerically outnumbered. I mean, the ships, if they could pitch it and help, that'd be cool, but...
I'm going to spend a narrative point.
Uh-oh. I think, guys, sorry. Sorry, guys.
Okay, then. One awakening point. Let's do
You got a
this.
what?
I said 1 awakening point.
Ah, jeez.
Say 9. I'm so glad these sheets have 4 mobile suits on them. It makes my life so much easier. And they all start to flee. They are running. They're running so hard.
Oh, okay. Cool. Should we?
Pursue them? Yes. Yes, you should.
Okay.
Matro, you all see on your comm feeds, it's a brown bearded senior officer, Captain Mintov, leader of your squadron, and say, pursue. Pursue them.
Oh. Okay. Yes. Faust just says
Acknowledged.
understood, and we'll immediately fucking boost after them. They're faster, but not that much faster.
Yep, Foss, they are currently well out of range. Same with you, Max Halava. Yeah, they are. You can't shoot them from this distance.
So I guess we're just gonna keep moving up until we can shoot them.
Yep. What would you like to do?
What would I like to do? That's a good question. What's the terrain around this look like?
It is a shell zone. Besides the
Right,
area where your ships are parked, it is chocked full of debris.
right. So,
They basically came out of like the space jungles to ambush you on the road.
dear God, Space Vietnam. Faust is gonna, I guess, follow them and I kind of try to keep it as straight as possible to, not get slowed down by any debris. So she's just gonna approach them as fast as she possibly can to get at least in range to start shooting at them. And it's presumably a little easier now, considering she's now at nimble 2.
No,
Well,
nimble is how hard you are to hit.
yeah, to hit, I know, but
Yep,
right. So
make me
yeah,
a move check.
six successes.
6 successes.
Yeah, let me check. 7 and
Matro, what would you like to do?
So I'm gonna pursue and attempt to take a shot, but I'm going to try and goad them into like maybe not like I'm basically gonna try and goad them to turning back around. Basically so the rest of the team can catch up. Because I'll like call out over open comms to the calling us Federation dogs, but you're off to go hide like rats. And I'm gonna try and take a shot at D1 if I still can maintain a close enough distance to still have a shot at him.
Yep. If you keep moving and shooting, you'll be able to stay within range.
Okay.
So make me a snapshot with a -2.
Snapshot -2. Okay.
Yep, because you are currently in the thick of them. You were right up in their faces when they started to book it and run.
That's a 10. But with a -2, that would make my snapshot. So I don't know why I had trouble with math for a second there. So this is a dumb question. When you're saying with a -2, that means subtract 2 from.
Your threshold goes down. You want your threshold high.
That's what I thought. Yeah, so that brings it down to 9, rolled 10. So yeah, I will miss by 1 with that. That's what I thought. I was like, wait a second, have I got myself backwards? We have. How are we looking on narrative points?
I mean, you could use a reaction. Well, it might be better to save that for dodging.
Which one are you firing at?
D1, the one I shot at before.
D1. D1 cannot fire because it has a beam bazooka. Do a dodge. It's also very damaged right now.
Yeah, that's what I was just wondering about. Trying to spend and finish him off.
Yeah, you need. So I rolled 4 successes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I wasn't going to manage that regards. Oh well, I guess it's all good.
Max will also move up.
I was hoping if I tagged one there, plus the shit talking might force them to turn around. Oh well.
Halva, what do you do?
I think. Let's see. Oliver is going to take a shot at D2, who seems to be the only. He's not going to try and go for the kill. He's just going to take a shot at D2, though.
Okay, D2 will attempt to dodge.
Alright. That is. Oh. So this would be with cover, correct?
Yeah, because it is nimble.
Yes.
It's also actually in cover, even if you get rid of the modifiers.
They don't
From-
stack, correct?
Yeah, nimble and cover does not stack.
Alright.
But like you can get rid of nimble by like doing frame damage because that brings it below 5.
6 successes.
6 successes versus 6 successes. You know what that means?
Ooh.
It's a tiebreaker roll.
Okay.
I got a 5.
I got 1.
You got a 1. And you have a damage 8 cannon. How many shots are you at currently? I feel like you've used quite a few.
I've used 3 as of now.
Out of your 4, so you're running low. So, did you make sure that was a snapshot because you moved and shoot?
Oh, I did not make sure that was a snapshot. Okay, that's actually... Wait, did I move and shoot or did I just shoot?
Well, you have to move and shoot. They're moving away.
I see. That's actually 1 failure. He dodges.
Oh.
I mean that's 5 successes, but because he got 6, it would be 1 failure for me.
Yep. And Rally, like a bat out of hell, runs at well. Six successes. Rally is keeping on these guys. He tackles D2. Boston, it's your turn.
How close am I now?
You are currently within long range instead of super long range. You have maintained distance with them.
I'm gonna move up and try and shoot. Let's see, who should I shoot? Check my sheet real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot D2.
Okay then. D2 is currently being tackled by Rally.
Oh, never mind. Let's see here. Who should I shoot? Then I guess I'll shoot D4.
Very well then. D4 will attempt to dodge.
Alright, so I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna shoot, so that's a
It's a
snapshot at a 9.
Four is fresh, so that's a 15. That is 6 successes on my end.
Okay then. Just a sec. It fell in the cranny
Ah, of course.
because I have this little nook thing on my desk. Luckily, it has a net, so it doesn't fall on the floor. But it's very tedious when they fall in there to get out.
And then you gotta get the broom out.
Not like the broom. I gotta fetch them with my fingers. Sometimes they get out of reach, and it's very tedious. And now my fucking nippers are in there. Okay.
Great.
Okay. Got it. I don't think that hits. Yeah, no, I think I missed. I think I missed straight up. What was it? Threshold is shit. Oops. Threshold is 9. Result is 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah, that's 4 successes. So I'm missing by 2.
I got a 6. I got a 6 successes.
Yeah, I know, but I got 6. I got 4 successes. I rolled a 6.
Okay then. The thing is though, you have moved a short distance, so you have not lost chase yet.
Cool.
Metro.
I'm selling medium range.
Right. I'm going to. I guess I'll have to move just to keep from losing distance. And I'm going to try and kick a shot into number 3.
Okay then.
This will be a snapshot and functionally cover because they're nimble.
D3 is still nimble, yes.
Yeah.
The mobile suit that yelled at you before, the leader, is going to suppressive fire you.
Okay. I want to
Early change
dodge being shot by that. I rolled that, so that's just a move check against what's coming in. Correct?
You'd like to dodge, correct? Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather not get hit by that.
Oh, it doesn't do damage. It just applies a negative modifier.
Oh, okay.
It's a suppressive fire.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, of course. I had a moment. How much does that apply?
For every 2 successes, I apply a -1.
Okay.
I think you should blow them up
Up to a maximum of a -3.
Okay. Well, I rolled my to hit, I guess. I'm going to take this.
So are you going to dodge the suppressive fire?
No, because I'll take the risk of messing up my shot in order to hold on to my reaction against getting nuked by one of these guys.
Okay, then apply a -3 modifier.
Okay. Well, that makes that slightly worse. It was 5 into an 8, so I would have 2 success currently.
Two success. It still dodges. Man, these Mobility 6 mobile suits are really something, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're hard to put down. They're gonna run the fuck away. Oh boy. So, I have not mentioned this. When you roll a critical failure, you are not allowed to re-roll it.
Ah.
D3, you keep firing at D3. It dodges into one of your shots. Add a kill.
Okay.
It's his turn. Max tries to keep up. He is currently not close enough. He moves up. Excellent. The leader takes a shot at you, Matro, because you're close by.
That's why I held on to the reaction. Okay.
Another shot at you.
I will attempt to dodge that.
Yep, so you're nimble 1. You're with a
Oh,
medium
right.
range, though. So that's it. 12 on my end.
Okay.
7. I have 2 successes.
That's 2 on my end, so that is a tie.
Tiebreaker. Yep. Roll a single D6. Lowest wins.
Anything but a 1.
I got,
got
2.
a 2. I got a 2.
Oh, again. 4.
I just thinking rolling Terminator saves. I roll that 1. Fuck. 4.
Again. 3.
Oh. 3.
This is
Damn it.
impossible. This is
Again.
this is literally one of
2.
We get one more of these. They're gonna be a fucking new type moment. A 1.
You did it. You hit.
Yeah, that literally reminds me of this fucking game I play where like you roll die and if you match, it's just like clash after clash. It's like Jesus Christ, let it end.
That was very funny.
Yep. You dodge.
Oh, so that I assume was just like the classic like death spiral where like he's trying to land the shot and just missing
He?
by this much. She,
He.
sorry, this is the lady with the leg blown off, correct? I
Yeah.
said the wrong thing.
Kill her.
Oliver, it's your turn. You so the fancy schmancy Rick Dom 2 that is in ace colors, which yelled at you earlier, is firing at Metro. Rally is currently grappling with the one with a beam bazooka.
Gotcha. Let me look at okay, in that case, the fancy schmancy one, which, he's going to take one more shot at it, with his range. Just keep on firing. One of these has to hit.
I missed the ace color scheme before, and suddenly I don't feel so good about this. It's this little duel.
I have bad news. I had rolled 3 failures, actually.
Whew.
Oh boy.
So, Halava, you see a real strange sight. You see these two Rickdoms trying to go toe to toe with Rally. And it's just Rally. And the strange thing about it is that they're not trying to kill Rally. They are trying to stop Rally from hugging them to death. Let's see what Rally does.
Piracy. So guys, I found a trick on how to do your preferred dice.
You see
Rally's
them.
having a moment.
Yeah, Rally is in his impotent rage, being pushed off of the is two Rickdoms. And Rally's going to try to charge again. That's D1. One has a -3, but it's a point blank, so +2. 13. +2, 15. -1, 14. 11. That is a fucking failure. Then the attack roll from Rally. Rally cuts D1 in half. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna spend a narrative point.
Do we get? Because I think I remember in one of the other things that and I guess the actual 50 scum when the director uses a narrative point, the players get one back. It's like a trade mechanic. Is that still?
Yeah. If you look on the narrative points, the blue ones are yours, the red ones are mine.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I thought. Okay.
That's just the number. Which one is
So,
which?
got it. So if it's blue, it's ours. Okay, so we got 6 narrative dice. That's cool, guys. Ain't that awesome?
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
Pretty cool. All things considered.
That is 5, 7. Seven.
Oh.
You see them fucking fleeing. Faust, it is your turn.
All right. How far am I from them? Considering I was keeping distance with them last turn.
They got over 5 successes. They are well out of your range.
All right, we're gonna move up. We're just gonna move up.
Move check.
My calculator here. Okay. Let me just get these dice ready to roll. I have a ritual. I did a practice roll and I rolled fucking 3 1s and I got so pissed. That would have been great if I used it in an actual roll.
Yeah, you just like you cover the entire battlefield. You're on top of them now.
6, 11, 12. I have 3 successes.
Three successes. You cannot catch up. You are in long range, so if they move again, they will be out of range. Nitro, it is your turn. And you're currently at medium range.
Okay, so I don't need to spend. Well, I need to essentially spend movement to stay at that medium range for this.
Yeah, for next turn.
Okay. Yeah, I will move. I will try and pop a shot at this the damaged lead because I feel like one of us is going to go down at this rate, and there's a very real chance it's still me. So
I'm gonna spend a narrative one to give you an additional -1.
Wait, aren't you
Wait, I
out of
can't.
narrative points?
That's right. I am out of narrative points. Fuck.
Don't try and
you know what though, I'd like to spend a narrative to give myself +2 on
Plus
this,
2?
just to really double down on the badness.
Oh fuck.
Do I go full greed? Is the real question. Do I just spend the maneuver for a nice +4?
You could.
That's evil. You should do it.
I think I'll be evil and do it. So this be a snapshot in cover functionally, but
No, because okay, so you start with your thing, then it's cover, then you give yourself a +2, which gets rid of the cover.
yeah, okay, that
Yeah, you have. So you're rolling at a +2.
You're rolling at your regular shoot.
okay. Let's see how this goes. Could be great. Could be
Four
terrible.
successes on my end.
Oh, that is 5. So a net of 1. So that will connect.
Yep, you see it list out into the empty reaches of space.
You did it. You took down an ace. How do you feel?
I mean, imagine that'd feel pretty fucking good, to be honest.
Max takes a shot at D4. 4 is undamaged. 15. 8. So 14 versus that's a move and shoot. I shot 14. So 12. For fuck's sake. It's 2. 5. 6, 7. Max hits. He connects. Halava, it's your turn.
All right.
Don't let me, guys. No, I'm like 5 miles away.
Just going to spend the narrative point for a +2, using the bazooka at Victim 2, D2.
You. Okay then. You are at long range. And you are firing at something with nimble. Nimble 2.
Yes. That's a -4.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's a 10. Let's, well, +2, so that's a 12. Please, I just want this to end. 1 failure.
Please stop running. Use a narrative point.
You know, there is a way to make this stop.
Is it we let them
Letting
escape?
run, but that's for
Yeah.
cowards.
Yeah, let them escape.
We're gonna kill them all.
Well, not so much like in it to kill them all. It's if we don't stop them, they're just going to keep like pirate raiding people.
Also, we should kill them all because I. Also, they might tell their pirate pals where we are, and that might be a problem.
So, do you use the narrative point? Tired?
I thought I already used the narrative point.
Can't you do it for a reroll if you wanted?
Oh, that's true. I'll use another narrative point.
You
Alright.
had 6, so
Yeah. We might as well.
because I got 5 successes.
We have 3 failures. I'm not gonna reroll.
You
Someone
can't
else
do
do.
it. You can't reroll a reroll.
That's fair.
You probably should have just bumped it to a success.
I don't think that would have
Oh.
been enough
No,
Probably
that's
not.
true.
because you had 3 successes, correct?
I have 1 failure.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. So, D2 will keep fleeing.
Rally, can you kill these guys?
Oh, hey, critical success. D2 fucking leaves.
What?
Nice.
D2 left? This is.
The point of the fight is for them to get away. I'm gonna spend a
Yeah.
narrative points for they can can get away. 4 is at a -2. 13. 12. Okay then. Foss, you're up.
Alright, last guy, D4. What range am I at?
Long range.
Question is, we're gonna have another combat encounter after this, but considering how long we've been going, this is probably gonna just be this it for today. So I think I'm gonna use my bazooka to aim and fire, and I'm gonna use a reaction to give us a +2 to ignore the nimble 2, and I'm gonna use a narrative point to add another +2. So that would make my MS fire shot at 13.
I got a 2 success.
I feel this is probably going to tag this guy.
I wasn't expecting you guys to keep on them this well. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm
Listen,
taking a
we
really long
good
time
soldiers
to
follow
shake-
orders,
I'm
etc.,
taking a
etc.
really
We got
long
12
time to
follows, so we
shake
did
this goddamn dice.
successfully.
I really don't want this to end badly for me. So I'm shaking. I'm shaking. And go. God fucking damn it. I rolled. I guess this is for those good rolls I got in the previous sessions. I rolled 15. That's 2 failures. I missed.
Do you want to use a narrative point?
Fuck it, yeah, let's reroll. Come on. On the floor. I went under the bed. All right. Better. Better. Definitely better. I got a 10 this time. So that's 4 successes.
4 successes. Congratulations. You hit it. At a kill.
Finally, I hit something.
You guys are making sure to check the check boxes when you fail skill checks, correct?
Yes.
What should I click? I completely forgot all the stuff I've been missing.
I assume the hyper bazooka is an ordnance.
Yes.
Oh, I've been failing fire shots, so I'm gonna put that at a
Firearm.
yeah. I'm gonna firearms. I missed the MS cannon once, so I guess that'd be ordnance.
You go to return to your ships.
Oh my god, we should probably roll the thing on the bob. Oh shit, we completely forgot to do the thing to restore our mind.
Yes, you did. So, now it's time for combat fatigue.
Oh, I'm at a 4.
Sorry, that was just
So,
funny.
for being in combat, take 1 mind damage.
Okay.
Now, roll me the combat fatigue grit check. If you fail, take a D3.
I've been so lucky with these damn things.
Oh, I missed by 1.
I am at, despite nothing actually hitting Oliver, he is at 2 health.
Yeah, we're both fucked, buddy.
Oh no, it's even worse. Cohen's at 0.
Oh.
God.
We're all gonna reach our breaking point. For literally, we haven't even had anything that bad. All right,
I was
so
gonna
now I
say,
roll.
Combat's stressful.
I gotta roll a D3.
no, it seems great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I need to roll a D3.
Plus, you're all really angry that you're still doing this.
I rolled a 6. It would be a 3.
3 months after the fact.
So Faust is at 0 mind damage. She's probably slept like 3 hours this past week.
I'm gonna say this is. Everyone's stressed that we're still doing this. Milo Matro doing very well in the combat checks. Yeah, 3 months in, still able to do this. This is great. Not looking forward to the
All right, we're
empathy
at
check
0.
later,
How
but
do you
the grit not so bad.
Okay then. So, I'd like somebody, anybody really, to roll me a systems awareness and keen check at a
All right.
-3. Anyone really.
System-
Anyone can do it. Like, not even one person. Just they need someone.
System awareness and what?
Keen.
So that's a 14, and you said the at a -3.
Yes.
That'd be 11. Two success, barely.
To success, you notice a heat signature on your way back.
Oh
It is the
boy.
size of a person.
A bird. Okay. Guess we'll go investigate that. Faust will bring that up to our team. I have.
Rally
Faust.
tells. Oh, continue.
Oh no, continue. I couldn't really think of anything to say.
Wow. Host. Host. Let me 1 moment. Let me check who's wingman too. Faust. Matro. Go check it out.
Understood.
Uh,
And she's gonna go shoot off in that
Oliver.
direction.
Oliver, Max, on me. Hey, provide security.
Copy.
It is the Rickdom. It is cold, except for the heat signature and or the size of a person.
Is the cockpit closed?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna rip open the cockpit, but all right. So we got a pirate here.
Yes, a pirate.
What's he doing?
She is currently staring at her pistol.
Uh,
If
okay.
if you the mobile suit looks completely dead. So I'm not sure if you realize this, but she couldn't have known you were coming. So that brings the question: what is the pistol for?
Yeah, no, I can.
I was gonna
Faust
say,
can
I
put
think we can guess what that one would be.
Faust can put two and two together. Faust turns to Matro and plainly says, "Observation reveals that the pilot of that Rickdom is contemplating suicide."
It is the special Ace mobile suit.
And when you,
Ma-
yeah,
Matra, you see, it has 9 kills on it, and a badge that says as "From Earth to Oboaku."
huh, that means I'm the better ace fisher.
I just realized there's not really going to be any way to communicate if that the Rickdom's like powered down, right? Because it's not like external comms are going to work.
Actually, they do. Remember, if you remember, there is no sound in space, which begs the question: how does everyone talk when there is no pressure? All of the normal suits have radios in them.
Oh, okay. Um,
Dude,
I
don't you
will
realize this could be a chance to start a
try
romantic relationship?
radioing over to them.
What do you want to say?
Uh I'll say from Earth to Oahu, be a shame to end it like this, a pistol shot in the middle of the cold dark. And like I'm basically trying to talk them down from it.
Uh, she starts to she starts to move to the entrance of the cockpit without totally leaving it. And she says, "But what's the point? I'm dead anyways."
Just this yeah, okay, so we know, does this mobile suit markings mean anything to me? Like, is this just another, because it's a custom suit? Do I know this is SEMA fleet colors or just pirate colors?
It's just some ace. There are many aces.
So let's see. I've
You need it. Yeah,
so
yeah. Make a check.
yeah,
Make
I
a
was
check to talk her down. Think about this hard, because otherwise I'm just gonna keep applying mind damage.
okay. So yeah, I was so I figure they're dead anyways. Could use uh use the logic of this is, Earth Federation, not the Republic. It's not you're not it's not like you're being tried for treason by us. I'll basically use the logic of as they might have a better shot as like a prisoner of the Federation than especially I think how to phrase it's like, I don't know who you are or what your story is. I take you in as a renegade. I don't know anything more about it. So like basically I'm trying to imply is if I don't know, I can't prove that it's a like SEMA fleet, so it's not necessarily that they're gonna go up for like the horrible war crimes trials. Pirate's a pirate. Far either a pirate or renegade. Maybe, but try and imply that it's not necessarily a death sentence, because I'd rather not have someone, paint their inside of their normal suit
Cockpit.
visor while I'm standing right here.
Yeah, considering we're both at the breaking point.
No, I did fine.
Oh,
You'd
Max
be-
is at the breaking point.
Yeah.
You'd be fine. I'd have to
Faust-
bring up the fact that
Fa-
Faust doesn't care.
Faust wouldn't take damage from this. It's out of character. Halifa will.
Faust
Rally
is
would
too
definitely.
much of a I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Just trying to basically talk him down. I don't know if this is what the best check for that would be, or if it's what we're looking for here, but
It is a persuasion check, so charm. Or maybe tact, because you chose your words carefully.
Okay.
And empathy. Would you like to use a narrative point?
I would actually. That'd be delightful. Because I'm 7. Yeah, that gives me better than average odds to do it. Oh, oops! I might help if I cleared that, because that says I rolled 98, and that is not in fact true. That'd be 2 success.
2 success. You see them let go of the pistol and raise their hands. They're surrendering.
All right.
Cool. Faust will.
And this suit looks like fucked to the point of we can just drag it back with them in it without there being a big risk.
Yeah, it's lag. It's a piece of junk now.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play the angle of I will reach out the suit of my gym for them to pop in that, because I'm going to not try and bring in this wreck. Because depending on who it is, or if anyone else recognizes this thing, that could go badly for them. It's probably better to not bring in the suit. If that makes sense. Because if it is like an ace who's known to be with the that is recognized, if there was SEMA, that would be bad. Whereas I bring in a pilot, I've got some plausible deniability. So just because I didn't recognize it doesn't mean someone else might not. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the library is just lots of white stripes all over the mobile suit.
Okay.
So you bring them in. They are currently. How are you transporting this Zeke exactly?
Probably just the standard Gundam
In the hand?
in palm hand, couple, one hand over the other, so they're not getting out.
Okay then. So you return to the Rio de Janeiro with your prisoner in tow. The EFSF Marines take her away. There is much silence aboard or the hangar. Besides the wrench monkeys, there's not exactly a lot to talk about. You all feel like garbage.
Would the Marine lieutenant been one of the ones taking this pilot away?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. I will try and speak to him and just say something to the effect of this prisoner surrendered on the understanding they'd be a Earth Federation prisoner, not turned over to the Republic. And I'd rather not be forced to break my word. I don't know if that's going to help or not, but at least I've
It would be bad for the Federation to be seen to breaking its promises. I'll see what I can do.
appreciate it.
You don't bring up the suicidal thing?
Ah,
That you have to manipulate him. Mansplain, manipulate, manspread.
yeah. Actually, maybe I will mention something maybe have the ship's doctor on alert that had to talk them down from
Blowing
shooting
the brain
themselves.
dead.
So handle with care.
Okay,
Well-
then. Okay, what does everyone want to do to blow off steam? You certainly need it.
All right. So Faust is gonna let the let the autism take over. Max, you are
Yeah?
going to talk about mobile suit development with her. This is not a choice. This is a demand.
This is non-negotiable.
This is non-negotiable.
Mandatory fun will begin now.
We will. We are going to talk about our mobile suits, and we are going to learn from each other, and it's going to be great. Even if talking to Faust is as difficult as probably piloting that thing. So yeah, that's what she's gonna do. She's basically just gonna drag him off to, I don't know, the cafeteria.
Everybody loves chow.
Yeah, they're gonna go eat. This is her first time doing this, but fuck, she needs to learn more about that mobile suit so she can maybe improve her own. Especially after her performance today, she's a bit like a bit. Ow, she's a bit miffed.
Okay, then.
Ah,
Does Halibut join?
Yes, Oliver would join.
Riley's going to as well. The four of
Alright.
you go to the cafeteria. You get chow. It is currently lunchtime. You're having BLTs today.
And yeah, no, Faust.
Faust, I'd like you to make me a keen and empathy test.
Okay. It's my keen at 5. I need to roll a 6. Shit, how many narrative points do we have? We have
One.
1. And they get reset each session, right?
Correct. Well, episode. If you don't get through
Right.
an episode, they carry over.
Okay. I'm gonna use a narrative point. Push it to an 8. I rolled, thank God, a 6. 3 successes.
Okay, and before you even begin to speak, you get your food. You all sit down, and Max has done nothing but look down and pick at it with his fork.
How is Faust gonna approach this?
You can severely make your relationship with Max bad by just asking, but
Faust is going to decide to say. How do I put this into words? What's his rank again? Ensign, right?
yes, you outrank him.
Ensign Max.
Cohen.
Ensign Cohen.
Yes, ma'am. He looks up.
Faust recommends that you eat. Take your mind off of what happened today. We've all been stationed here, and Faust will admit that it's been stressful on all of us. If you so wish, I would like to speak to you about whatever may please you.
And he grabs the BLT. Faust, where are you from?
Faust is from Germany.
Where is that? What side is that in?
All right, he's from Spain. Yeah. Faust
I can see that one
is-
coming a mile away, and that was still hilarious.
Which side? Which side is that? Faust's like eye twitches slightly. Really
How is
reaching
he
a
to
bit.
know? He's not even from the Federation.
Yeah, well, God, did I not tell them what a country is over at fucking Space Nerd School? All right, Faust is gonna. Faust is not from a star. Faust is from Earth, though Faust has become accustomed to space.
He harumps. Sounds about right.
Yes. Nevertheless, oh wait, what were you gonna say?
He just takes a bite of his food.
Yeah, Faust is going to. Where are you from, Ensign Cohen?
Let me think of a number. Well, suitably large. Needs to be later. Colony a 117.
What?
Colony 117.
Yeah, she doesn't know jack shit. Although we've come from different places, and although we were born far apart, we are still. He can tell that this is very much new to her, but she's trying to not gaslight per se, but it's like, yeah, we're both having it rough, but doing it in her own extremely bad at interacting with people way. But it's we may be from different places, but now that we're together as comrades on a team, Faust believes it would be better if we were all to become acquainted with each other more than our military.
Easy for you to say.
Perhaps, but that is what Faust believes. But I will say this: you mustn't let this stress crush you. After all, you have potential.
I'd like you to roll me the same check I asked for last time. Keen and empathy.
Keen and empathy. All right, let's lose this one, boys. Holy shit! I rolled a 3.
There is clearly something more he wants to say, but isn't saying.
Right, how do I? What do I do with that?
Indeed. Halibaz, would you like to make the same check? Actually, no, you can just tell. Because you know.
Alright.
You're better than people.
Faust, everyone's looking at Faust fumble her way through like genuine human empathy, like Jesus Christ.
It's like watching a train wreck. You just can't take your eyes off of it.
First, this was gaslight gatekeeper. Now this is just like we're both gonna crack under the pressure at this rate. We need to try and
Start
Beat
crying.
that.
Gaslight,
Beat
gatekeep,
out.
commiserate.
This is no longer gatekeep girl boss gaslight. This is fucking get in. I think we need to blow off our stress before we start crying for some reason. I don't know why. Ugh, she hasn't slept in so long.
Now that, if I haven't slept in like more than a day, I'd start like murdering people.
Faust is. Faust is. Ooh, this is the first time she's reached her breaking point like this. Or, well, not breaking point, because, that's when she gets to -3. The first time she's been so low on sanity. Or, well, rationality.
So, so Hollow, is there anything you'd like to say in this situation? You're watching this.
He's he's kind of wants to see what happens. Like for just a little while longer.
Just watching in horrified fascination at this point.
Wow.
You may continue.
All right, so he wants to say more. Nah.
You don't know what. He looks
Yeah.
pretty agonized.
Doesn't. Okay, I can't. I know he wants to say something more. I have a feeling if I bring up that it's probably the fact he's fighting his own people, it might make things worse.
Oh, there's also Rally sitting next to you, and he's been
I
in
was
a
I
bad
was just
way.
thinking, it's like, please, can Rally rescue Faust from, like, what is an
Well,
earnest attempt at helping that might not be.
her first attempt
I
at helping a troubled youth, and it's going terribly wrong.
Teenagers, I tells you.
God, these fucking teenagers.
What makes you think Rally's going to be the voice of reason?
No, Riley's gonna fucking keep watching. It's gonna howl for help.
No, like Rally's about ready to throw hands.
Oh man,
Yeah, Halva's...
Yeah, Rally looks fucking pissed. He looks like absolutely furious.
Halva's gonna step in and kind of divide the two. I don't know if I can speak for the junior lieutenant, but maybe we should take a break before we continue this conversation. It seems to be getting heated.
so this is like the moment Matro finishes talking regarding the prison, looks around like, I wonder where everyone went. Clearly, there's nothing bad's happening, and no one's
I
stressed
wonder where
out.
everyone went. Oh, I'm sure they're all getting along fine.
I'm sure they're great. I'm great. I feel fine. So why would anyone
I'm
else?
sure they're doing awesome. And then in the fucking kitchen, everybody else that isn't the pilots are like scooting away from the aura coming from the entire table of.
Yeah, Rally is looking daggers at Head Max.
Why does he want to throw down a teenager so bad? Jesus Christ! All right, Faust concedes. Yeah, it was an attempt. It sucked. Faust nods. That is
Rally, Rally grabs his BLT so hard it almost like smushes and stomps out of the room.
Man, things are going great. How does it feel, Mr. Matro? What's your mind at?
Oh, I was actually thinking Matro's probably feeling pretty good. Everyone's. I'm gonna go relax though. I think I'm gonna get some paint cans and finally start working on that ace color scheme. Like, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Everyone else is like.
Everyone else is just going to pieces.
All right.
Maybe I should bring this down to a D2 when you fail. This is pretty brutal.
Yeah,
it's a little too brutal.
At that point, Faust gets her food, kind of gives them a little bow, and just walks out. She's gonna go to her room, gonna go continue speculating and trying to improve her mobile suit. That's like pretty much her way of relaxing, even if it's just more work.
Alama, since you are still there, Max starts to cry.
Oh boy.
And that's her first time succeeding at an empathy check twice, and that's the end result. Destroyed with facts and logic, aka fumbling heavily at empathy.
Oliver just looks over. Maybe we should get you back to your bunk, and he offers a hand.
Yeah, Max takes it.
All right, he pats him on the back and leads him there. I assume like all the lower rank pilots share a bunk.
No, he's an officer. He has his own bunk.
Oh, I see. That makes much more sense.
Yeah, privilege of officers, am I right? You know, they need to get real jobs.
They're going to radicalize Halava, the chief petty officer at this rate.
Oh no. Yeah, actually no, that's not something I came up with. So one of my friends who we played the previous campaign with, Bonky Birio, main character, 2 weeks away from getting his commission, and he play and Bonky loves saying, "Officer, being an officer is not a real job." He was Master Chief Petty Officer. He works for a living, unlike officers. There's
Reasonable.
two. If there's two things Bonky is, it's a contalist and he's very working class. He hates rich people like a lot.
That's fair. Reminds me of talking to my brother who's switching over from being a sergeant into an officer. And like he had to go do his officer training and he's 40 and like all these the other like ensigns are 18 or 19 years old, and it was the funniest goddamn thing to ever listen to. He just complains about the kids.
Okay then. You're painting your ace color scheme. What do you want it to be? Just like describe it.
So it's kind of funny.
What's your
Well, I
kill
was
count on
thinking-
anyways?
Well, I was thinking about doing just like the forearms of the gym for now. And it was funny that you mentioned that the like color scheme of this pilot was like I think black and white strips. So I was actually thinking about doing it up like doing up the forearms like it was like World War I Dazzle paint camo, and it was kind of ironic that you'd mentioned that. It's like thinking all the same boat. So like I was thinking doing that, and then like along the arm doing like kill markers basically of like the silhouettes of the heads of the different mobile suits, and then one for the like Prince Garma. So
Okay.
not like a full paint job over the whole thing.
You start to get to work with the help of the mechanics. I'd like you to take 1 mind health back, plus an additional detail.
Right.
And I'd also like you to roll me an expression and tact.
Expression intact.
Mhm.
Well, that's an 8, so didn't go great. That's 4 fail.
Yeah, it certainly is stripes and kill markers.
That's why I didn't go for anything super ambitious.
It works. It is an ace color scheme because it is not just tally marks somewhere on the mobile suit. You have changed the camo scheme, like actually changed it.
All right.
So
Also, I got a 6 on the so I passed the mind check and then maxed on that one. So my mind totally fine.
you feel great.
Sorry, I shouldn't be giggling this much, but it just seems it's very funny to me just the way this is like worked out with like the rest of the team is in shambles and Matro is just feeling fucking fine about life, and I feel it's all going to come crashing down shortly.
Matra's like, man, we've been doing great. Everyone's been
Racking up
getting
the kills.
along. There's been some road bumps, but we're getting along fine. I'm sure the rest of the team will
I
go
mentioned
smoothly.
the camera's like cutting to everyone like being all melancholy in their bunks, and then Matro is having a fucking like
Max bowling his eyes out.
yeah,
Max is
you know,
bawling
people
his
are crying,
eyes out. Rally is punching his fucking
feelings away,
he's punching the wall.
and I'm having like an upbeat painting montage.
Like there's music playing and everything. It's like
Exactly.
dad. Wait, give me a second.
Didn't that montage literally happen in Fetty's Scum where it was like, yeah, they were getting out of, I think it was Cheyenne. Man,
Oh,
what was it?
fuck.
It was a Hall & Oates song.
Worst thing was I had Hall & Oates playing in my head thinking I forgot about that. Oh,
Faust is in her room like fucking like this.
Yeah, so what is Foz doing?
going over the performance, she's trying to see if perhaps her troubled mental state, more so if she needs to actually maybe sleep for once, more than her usual, which is not too long. Her usual personal sleeping that she set for herself is usually like a couple hours, definitely not like 6 hours or 8 hours. So she's trying to go over her performance today and see how she can improve, and also kind of think to her conversation, be like, that didn't go particularly well. But that's her way of relaxing, trying to figure out what she's how to improve her machinery, her research.
Okay, then.
Again,
I'd
once
like,
again, just to say, her room is like in the art, covered in papers and stuff of research.
I'd like you to roll me a keen and an engineering.
Keen and engineering. My keen 5 and my engineering is 4, so I need to roll a 9. Is it the ankle?
Huh?
Is it that ankle part you brought up last session?
Not what? No, this is you're doing a hobby check.
Right. Keen and engineering.
You're kind of muffled.
I got a 7.
That is a
So that was
success. You got a success. So
3 successes.
give yourself an additional mind health when you make this D2.
Make it D2.
Yep, D2. That's how much mind health you get back, and you get a +1 because you succeeded the check.
I got a 2. So now I'm at mind health 3. So I'm back to where I started.
Alva, what are you doing now after this very exhausting day?
Oliver's going to actually go back to the. I'll make a little thing out of this. Like, he'll go back to the hangar and mess around with his mobile suit, look over at the Galgoog, and think about like his conversation with Max like way earlier in the day, and it's like, wait, so if the camera's just small and it's over, oh, I see how that works, and he is going to get +1 engineering because that's gonna be his role at the end of the session.
Oh, so you want to attempt to improve engineering right now?
It's not an attempt. He had 0.
Ah, okay then.
He can only go up.
Are you sure you want to do that instead of getting mind health back?
That's actually a fair idea. He suppresses that thought and
He erases it from his mind, like he never thought it in the first place.
alright, never mind. He'll get mind health back at the end of the session.
You see Largo Pennybuns, one of the chief mechanics, walking about. You also know that he is involved in some sort of contraband scheme.
Baby's first joint.
Oh my.
You want it? Name it. Everything has a price.
Rope, lamp oil, bombs. It's yours, my friend. If only you have the money.
So, like, how does Halaba want to blow off some steam? I'm sure you can
Yeah.
acquire a contraband alcohol somehow.
I don't think Oliver is going to blow off some steam that way. He's probably going to actually no, he'll go down and be like oh, hey, sort of wave him off. A bit more casual because, you know, what they're doing isn't exactly legal.
Yep, so you wave over Lennon Pennybun. Chief Petty Officer. Yeah. He's an older gentleman, middle-aged. His hair is starting to gray.
Listen, I know it's not exactly what you usually sell, but the supply on the ships ran out. You got a pack of 6?
Like officers?
Say that again?
Like officers, or do you want something better than?
Listen, I don't, I'm not the highest paycheck on the ship. I'll just take officers. Which,
Okay then, and $8. This is 1971 money, so like $8 is like how much? Like, let me do. That's like $24.
hold on. Uh, it would be. Holy shit! Is that right?
Hmm?
Is that okay? So yeah, I know what you mean. Like, but I looked it up. This can't be right. That's I did it. I used the calculator, and it's $60 today.
That's not right.
That's not
That's like-
right.
No, it's
that's
not.
like Australian cigarette prices. Jesus.
No, it's $1 back then is four and a quarter today.
Yeah, that's I think. Okay, it keeps saying like $60. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Also, that's
It's
1971
$8.
money.
You
Oh.
don't need to compare it. It's just 8 buckaroos.
Anyways, it's
Yeah.
it's not insignificant amounts of money
Yes.
for a singular pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, you said like $30 or.
Yeah, something like that. 30 USD in 2023.
Yeah, he'd hand it over with what he has. I imagine he just keeps his wallet on him.
Yeah, because this is the 70s. Everything's in cash.
Yeah, everything's
He puts it in your hand. When you go to put away, he grabs it with his left hand, and he pulls you in close and says, "You didn't see anything.
all right.
You don't talk about this. Not with the officers." Peace.
Hey, if you're in trouble, I'm in trouble. You don't have to worry about anything.
Goes away before Beffer sees you or something. Or worse, ballast that bitch.
He puts it in his sort of. He just like unzips his suit and puts it in. All right. Good night. Waves him off.
Night. It's lunchtime.
God, we just got off of a mission. You can't blame me.
It's been a long day, regardless.
It's been a long 3 hours.
It's been a long 3 hours. The kid's crying. He was feeling great just like 3 hours ago, and now he's crying in his room. Generally, I think everyone needs to spend some time just relaxing and getting their mind health back. And I'm sure everyone's just on edge.
Yeah, everyone's just on edge. Parentheses, losing it.
I don't know what you guys
Get
talk.
us out of this fucking shell zone.
Actually, it's not mind health that Oliver's down. It's body. Like he is. Everything aches.
You're one big bruise. Okay then. Just to make sure you are aware that this is something you are allowed to do. Would you like to go? Would anyone like to go visit the prisoner?
Matro probably would, yeah.
I think this will end up being our last scene. You get there. There is a guard posted. You are technically not supposed to do this.
I'm going to use my standard way of getting by people. I'm going to offer the guard a cigarette.
This is an EFSF Marine. They are not part of the normal crew. They cannot be bribed so easily.
What if I'm tempted to just trying lying to him. Say it's like, why am I here? And like the excuse would be, you know, rub the Zeke's nose in the fact that they got beat. Like, so I'm not like here to communicate with them any like reason to try and get him out of trouble or anything like that. So like, no one's gonna think it's suspicious that I'm down here. Essentially, would be my angle, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay then. That I feel like we can work with that.
Yeah, play on some like anti-Xeon prejudices that the guard may or may not have. To be fair, if I
I'd
get like
you
one
to.
upstanding moral fucking Marine on this boat, I will be. I won't actually. It'll be funny. So
I'd like you to roll keen and deception. No, charm and deception. +2.
okay. 1 success.
Yo, let's go.
Pop off.
Before you go in, this Marine tells you, just don't rough her up. Even if the Principality doesn't exist, Antarctic Treaty still stands.
I think you should bring up the fact you saved her from suicide. Just say it to him.
I mean,
That would contradict the thing he just said, though.
yeah, exactly. Undermine what I was going for.
So,
But apparently, I did get at least a vaguely moral one. So shit. Turns out I lied unnecessarily, possibly.
Oh, no.
I just heard like
No.
Don't rough up the prisoner. He just turns in like I saved her from suicide and walks into the cell like oh.
No, the problem is if the prisoner is roughed up on his watch, he gets in trouble.
Right.
Right. Tap
The-
side of the nose.
the-
Gotcha.
The taunts are fine. But no evidence.
Understood.
It is a hallway with a grand total of 10 cells, 5 on each side of the wall. They are simple doors that lead to the cells. They are not very big, from what you can tell. There is only one light on at the very end, on your left-hand side.
I'll head down the hallway, I guess, to the one that is lit.
You get there. It is a Xeon. There is a person in a Xeon normal suit, laying in bed, staring up at the wall.
I'll wrap my knuckles on the door, I guess.
They start to stir. They look towards the bars on the wall. They do not know who you are. Go ahead.
It's not exactly paradise, but I imagine it's better than a shot up dom in the middle of the shoal zone.
They're quiet still.
Well, third time's the charm. Shake out a couple cigarettes out of my pack and offer one.
She walks up to the door and takes it. You go to light up, and then she's just waving her cigarette in front of her. And she's just like, takes out her pocket, and there's nothing in it.
I'll proffer a light.
Yeah, so she sticks the cigarette through the door. Thanks for the sig, but why are you here?
Just wondering what's keeping you all out here. War's over. 3 months living like pirates can't exactly be an easy choice.
War is never over.
Your government seems to disagree.
Her brow furrows in displeasure. I don't exactly remember or choosing them at all.
I don't remember. Sorry. Yeah, Giran took over after having Dagwin was killed by, and so like technically their last leader wasn't elected, and let's be honest on how I don't think the zombies were really elected in the most open and fair election either. Yeah, I guess I'll ask. So, when was the last time someone not named Zombie was on the ballot in Xeon?
I think it's probably when I was 8. Person looks roughly 30 or so.
It's a long time with them in charge, and what did it bring?
Well, they certainly did kick the nuts of the Federation for a good while.
Yet it's Federation left standing.
And yet we're still fighting.
And do you honestly believe you're fighting the good fight? Murdering merchant crews for their
Cows.
groceries.
It's not glamorous, but keeps us fed.
What separates you from the common pirate at this point?
The cause.
What exactly is the cause at this point? Fighting on for the ghosts of the zombies?
The freedom of the colonies. I'm not exactly sure where you're from, Fede, but it ain't pretty up here.
Like it's pretty anywhere anymore. Hasn't this fight gone on long enough? Taken enough lives?
Nothing great was ever done. Nothing ain't great done was ever or done with a little cost. We're far too far along to just stop now. Keep going until we win, or we're wasted.
Victory or death, that's the only option for you. Instead of trying to rebuild, make it so that half the human population didn't just die so that you can keep on killing each other.
Half the human population didn't die, so one half could still be kept in bondage to the other. Where are you from, Mr. Lieutenant?
Earth, west coast of North America.
I'm from Side 3, if you couldn't guess. I actually had an older brother. He starved to death in 57. Do you want to know why? Because in the eyes of the Federation officials, space noids aren't worth the money for social welfare. Think they're just gonna give up us the money? If you are, you're rather naive, Mr. Lieutenant. You're just staring at each other now.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't. I'm trying to think how Matro would respond to this, because he's kind of got the attitude like it's one thing for the the Xeon to have fought the war, but people who refuse to accept that it's done, like he considers just be kind of fucking deluded at this point. Like clearly, the end was like the writing's been on the wall for months now, long before even the war ended, and like this group hiding out in a shoal zone. There's
Living
no
under
path to
rocks.
victory. All they're doing is putting off with the reckoning of what's coming next. And yeah, the irony that's exactly what Matro is doing is not lost on me. Where it's like, if I refuse to accept the reality has changed, it doesn't have to happen.
God. I'm just thinking compared to my first campaign, like, man, it just got way more depressing way quicker than that one did. Anna was way more graphic in that one. Like, if we were doing that campaign instead, like we would have watched a man burn to death in atmosphere already.
I mean, this is the day after. This is like everyone's tired. Like pretty much everyone's tired. Even the ones who are like, we have to fight until we win. Everyone's tired. This isn't the middle of the war where passions are flaring hot.
No, we're sagging like a warm turd that's been left out a little too long.
Yeah.
Well, that is a potent mental image right there.
I have a way with words.
It works.
So what does Matro do?
I'm definitely. Oh, sorry, bro. 2 weeks from retirement. Good luck.
Is that Bad Company?
No, I forgot which movie this is, but it's the one where they're like, I'm not going, and then he turns and he's like, oh man, because he's the last one. It's just like, good luck, 2 weeks from retirement.
Yep. So Matro is staring down this Xeon Ace. You didn't even ask for a name. Don't know each other's name.
Yeah, actually, I guess Matro will actually just ask what's your name at this point, because if nothing else, it's an excuse to change the subject.
Sally Froth.
Does that name mean anything to him, by the way?
No. Yep, Junior Lieutenant Sally Froth, Earth Attack Force. And you, Mr. Lieutenant?
Matro Nash, Earth Federation Space Force. No, I thought I'd missed this war, but Xeon don't seem to know when to give up.
We aren't crafty like that.
There's a point where it moves beyond stubbornness, moves from being admirable to pig-headed.
She smiles. Sure, you seem to think so. The scene fades to black. What an episode.
That was very entertaining.
Episode 3. The crew is in shambles.